Hello everybody! So yeah, still not 100% happy with like the stream now set up on YouTube, because it doesn't give me as much control, but I haven't gotten a really regular schedule, so I haven't been making streaming events either, so gotta deal with what you gotta do. And we got... is it Cole first, and then Gimme, or Gizmo, sorry. Gizmo! Yeah, I was thinking Cole was Gimme to begin with, and that's why I'm thinking Gimme. But no, it's Cole and Gizmo. They have joined us, and now we shall play a new game of CAYNE. So this is the follow-up to Stasis, the game with the super creepy Juca-Cola broken-ass drink machine that was creepy. So yay! Creepy game! It's a nice intro. I do like that. I love these mechanical fly-through thingies. Like, this is a machine, see it all as it like weaves through... Yes.
I don't want a child. I've never wanted one. I had a plan, and this wasn't part of it.
Relax. I promise this won't hurt a bit.
How would he know?
Creepy
Thanks.
game. You can animate
Just a few more
anytime.
items to check off, and we can start. Name and ID.
Hadley, 14-0-31-21-09.
And the procedure is being paid for by a third party?
Yes.
No explanation needed. No family listed?
No family. It's just me.
Robot doctor.
Special
Cool.
order here. Ah, that's for me. Right then. Let's begin. Nurse.
Now, count back from 10.
10, 9,
You'll be just fine, sweetie.
8, 7.
That's a disconcerting robot. Sweetie! I'm going to cut you now! Woo! Robosurgeon. Great bedside manner. CAYNE! The reason I did that voice is it's from RoboCop 2, because the main villain's name was CAYNE, and RoboCop came out and was like, CAYNE! As he pointed his Auto 9, the weapon he uses. Yeah. RoboCop's cool. Leave me alone. Hey, RoboCop! Well, hello then. Well, that's a change of scenery.
Where am I? What did you do to me?
You must be awake during the extraction procedure.
Please,
remain calm.
please.
After the removal of your wing, you will take the tube. The selfless living silence will be remembered for generations to come.
Please.
Yeah, please remain calm, sure.
Please, help me. Please let me go.
Do I do something? Like there's a knife right beside me. Nothing beside me. None of my buttons do anything. Okay. And I'm doing fine, Gizmo, except for being like, come on, there's a flashy thing.
Beginning fetal extraction pre-check. Scan complete. Subject in place. Fetus ready for extraction.
What are you gonna do to me?
Well, hello!
Please. No.
Yeah! Let's shove that right up there. Holy crap. Does not look like a good time. Yay, now I can grab that. Oh hoo, I've got a scalpel. I'm going to use it on that guy and GTFO. Yeah, you are not sticking your big alien tentacle dong inside me.
I'm sorry. Shit.
Scan complete. Subject no longer present. Fetal extraction cancelled.
Jesus. Still pregnant.
Well, that's one hell of an abortion.
Extraction. This is all because of the baby?
During the extraction procedure, please remain calm. After the removal of your womb, you will drift
Pregnant.
to sleep.
I am pregnant. This isn't right.
For generations to come. Please remain calm.
Okay, swollen multi-tissue gapes wetly around the scalpel, now stuck in a vertebra. A pungent green gas escapes from his severed breathing apparatus.
After the removal of your
Cover is all but welded to the floor. Putrid surgical sludge. Let's go to the computer terminal.
Please remain calm.
Scan complete. Subject no longer present.
Okay,
Fetal
that
extraction
just does that
cancelled.
again.
You will drift back to sleep. Your selfless sides will be remembered for generations to come. Please.
Okay, diagnostics. Failure to extract uterus. Recalibration in progress. So they just didn't want the baby. They're gonna take all of it.
You must be awake during the extraction procedure. Please remain calm. After the removal of your womb, you will drift back to sleep.
This is crazy.
So a bunch of failures and then a software update.
I am crazy.
Please remain calm.
Do errors and stuff. Errors.
You must be
Calibrating servos. Pre-scan target routed to scanner terminal.
After the removal of your womb, you will drift back to sleep.
Error. No valid target selected.
Okay.
For generations to come. Please remain calm.
Clouded detritus of previous medical procedures doesn't inspire much confidence in the facility's patient survivability rates. Okay.
During the extraction please remain calm. After the
Stain
removal
bedding,
of your
dried
womb,
blood,
you
and
will drift
amniotic
back to
fluids
sleep.
stipple the plastic
Your
sheets of the
selfless
mold.
sides will be
Or like
remembered
mold.
For generations to come.
Okay.
Please remain calm.
Can I get the scalpel at all?
You might prefer to think of this as a bad dream.
Okay,
You must
so
be awake during the extraction
what do I have? I've got data
Please remain
records.
calm. After the removal of your womb, you will
Nope.
drift back to sleep. Your
Can't use the
selfless
data
sides
records
will
anywhere.
be remembered for generations to come. Please remain
Nope.
calm.
Can't use there.
Please remain calm. You might prefer to think of this as a bad dream. You must be awake during the extraction procedure.
Yeah, it's the
After
the
removal of your
little
womb,
girl
you
voice
will
is a
drift
little bit much, eh?
Selfless sides will be remembered for
Oh, there's a holographic display. Let's just go do that.
Please remain calm. You might prefer to think of this as a bad. You must be awake during the extraction procedure. Please remain calm.
Scan complete.
After the removal of
Subject no longer present.
Okay.
Fetal extraction cancelled.
sides will be remembered for generations.
So what if I open this, then I bring up my thingy?
Please remain calm.
Nope.
You might prefer to think of this as a bad dream. You must be awake during the extraction procedure. Please remain calm.
Okay, what do we do? The holographic display. Oh, black metal struts. Sprinkler valves are installed around the metal support infrastructure, but the squalid state of laboratory suggests they've not been used in a long time. Okay, maybe I can do that servo thing and have the big robo-dong come down and climb up it. Diagnostics, blah blah, something, something, something. Routed to scanner turn. Pre-scan target routed to scanner turn.
After the removal of your wound, you will drift back to sleep. Your selfless gift to science will be remembered for generations to come.
Can I do something with this guy? Like pull some parts out of him or something?
Please remain calm. You might
No.
prefer to think of this as a bad dream. You must be awake during the extraction process.
And I've got data
Please
records.
remain calm. After the removal of your
Oh,
wound, you will
yeah, I
drift
should be able
back
to use that over here.
Your selfless gift to science will be remembered for generations.
Scan that on there. Oh, I didn't actually hit here previously, did I? I hit the holographic display.
Please remain calm. You might prefer to think of this as a bad dream. You must
Come
be
on.
awake during the extraction procedure. Please remain calm after the removal of your wound.
Or wait, no, medical records there.
Science will be
Put it on the bed, maybe?
generations to come. Please remain calm.
No.
Please remain calm. You might prefer to think
No.
of this as a bad dream. You must
What if I
be
put it in
awake
here?
during the extraction procedure. Please remain calm after the
Yeah,
removal of
the
your wound.
remaining calm
Back to
is
sleep. Your selfless
annoying.
gift to science will be remembered
Okay.
for generations to come.
Surgical bed terminal. Okay, maybe I put it in there.
Please remain calm. You might prefer to think of this as a bad dream.
Well, there is Toad quote, so blank screen smudge with some sort of gelatinous residue that smells like ammonia.
After the removal of
Well, ammonia maybe is cleaning supplies.
your selfless gift to science will be remembered for generations.
Okay,
to
I
come.
can't use that on anything. Stained bedding. Okay, seriously?
Remain calm. You might prefer to think
Does
of
anybody
this as a
have any
bad
thoughts?
dream. You must be awake during the extraction
Ah,
procedure.
we'll just post it in standard chat and somebody else will put it in Toad quotes later.
You will drift back to sleep.
Okay, black metal
Science
struts.
will be remembered for
That computer. Like, there's gotta be a way for me to use this.
Please remain calm. You might
Wait, what if I, like, smear it in stuff?
You must be awake during the extraction
No.
procedure.
What if I
Please
smear it
remain
there?
calm. After the removal of your wound, you will drift back to sleep. Your selfless gift to science will be remembered for generations to come. Please remain calm.
Come on. We go here.
Calm. You might
And I just
prefer
put
to
in a
think
valid
this is
thingy.
bad dream. You must be awake during the extraction procedure. Please remain calm. After the removal of
And it's looking for something there.
your selfless gift to
Scan complete. Subject no longer
Okay,
present.
what if
Fetal
I,
extraction cancelled.
run over there?
Scan complete.
worked.
Yeah,
Subject
okay.
in place. Fetus
There we
ready for
go.
Extraction.
Please remain calm. After the removal of your wound, you will drift back to sleep.
Now I can engage the big
Science will be remembered.
beetle extraction machine.
Begin womb extraction process.
Perfect, so I just had to run over there. That took me long enough.
Breathe.
Oh! Well, that didn't quite go how I had it planned. I thought we were gonna climb up that thing. Or it can turn into a flaming anus. Okay. Yep, that's a thing.
Warning. Fire detected in fetal extraction laboratory. Please use the demarcated evacuation exits.
What evacuation exits? If there was evacuation exits, I would have used those previously. Oh, a PDA. Let me get over there. Whatever's down there, it can't be much worse than up here. Control terminal, can I like walk around this way? No, okay, so I'm stuck up here. I guess. Oh! Okay. I'm gonna scream and fall down. Well, at least I didn't fall on the big extraction thingy.
Oh, uncalled for, Hadley. Funny, but uncalled for.
Sharp bladed pincer, yeah, because that's what they're gonna shove upside you. Up inside, whatever, words.
Can't reach.
Glinting thing. I got a mangled scalpel. Woo! Can I jump up on there? Yes, yes I can. Oh. I'm a very active pregnant woman.
Hot, 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 hot.
Yeah, let's not run into the fire, you dumbass. Alice is sick.
Ew,
She is not sick.
gross.
Alice is sick. Lumps of her hair were falling out while I brushed it before her bedtime story last night. This morning she is listless and pale and leaky. Mother says the food in the facility is bad. Not just to be safe. Oh, and just to be safe, I've started feeding her protein powder from my own stash. I think it's something in her IV lines. We pump a lot of unregulated, wow, experimental chemicals through the host, and maybe their blood has become contaminated. I need to find a new source, perhaps a sample from the brood. My sister's health trumps getting busted snooping around Kieran's menagerie again, and needs to resupply my brood gas canisters anyway. Besides, it's an opportunity for scientific research! Woo, science! Like Dr. Adams would quip, you know what I'm saying. I don't get it, but I laugh anyway. Mother says I need to laugh at jokes, or people will think I'm creepy. I decided to make a list of behavioral prompts and appropriate responses, as the social stuff can get very complicated. Comes from the guy with a fan on his back and about to penetrate you with giant biomechanical dong of doom. A dong of doom, there you go. Behavioral prompts and appropriate responses. Laugh if somebody makes a joke. Blame Joseph if somebody else complains that body parts are going missing from biowaste disposal units. Or blame one of the CAYNE techs instead. Number 3 question mark. That's just blame Joseph. That's how you get by in life. Lucy is responding to the new treatment. Lucy is alive! Oh, Lucy is out. What? I need to focus on words. Woo, focus. Lucy is responding to the new treatment. Lucy is Alice. Was Alice. I think the name suits her better. Since she got her new face last week, she just looks more like a Lucy. Hey. Since she got her new face last week? Okay, I did read that correctly. We had an intern once named Lucy. She had the same freckles on her nose. That was before, though. The other me, when I was much older, it's confusing. I've asked Dr. Adams about that, and he explained that because of the accident, my memories are not always reliable. So it's possible I dreamed up that part about her subsequent vivisection. But the screams and the tears, and the way her organs gleamed in the surgical light seemed so real, and more than a bit erotic, I'll admit. One interesting, if somewhat unexpected consequence of the new blood transfusion source is that Lucy now excretes a mucosal substance not entirely dissimilar in effect to the brood gas. Oral ingestion certainly produces a comparable anaglastic so she's just leaking something out that he's gonna eat. Okay. I've started scraping it off her skin and storing it in the specimen jars because Mother says licking my own sister is improper. Number 3, don't lick your sister. Whatever, but now I can carry it around with me and use it when the pain becomes too much. It's also more practical this way. Work has been very busy. 2 batches of hosts have had to be terminated ahead of schedule due to a series of malfunctions with Mother's product viability evolution chip. There's been a lot of engineers and cleaners in and out of the lab, so I've moved Lucy from the storage closet into the atmospheric control room for now. My reputation around the facility is problematic enough already, and I don't need somebody finding her and making things worse. Mother says they wouldn't understand. There's also much more peace in the atmospheric control room, so as soon as I've resolved the issues with her left leg, I'll teach Lucy how to do the waltz. I've been reading about maggot therapy for treating necrosis, and a sample of Kieran's larvae recently turned up in the lab. Time for some more scientific research! The arm chip failures have made Dr. Adams even more anxious than usual, and today I heard him asking Joseph about the irregularities in the lab security access log. I've seen Joseph lurking around the lab with a woman late at night sometimes, but he told Dr. Adams he doesn't know anything about it. Dr. Adams believed him because he believes everything Joseph tells him. Or maybe Dr. Adams just doesn't want Joseph to get in trouble for some reason. The way he so obviously ignores Joseph's extracurricular activities, with the host for example. He's weirdly protective of the man. I had to amputate Lucy's left leg last night. Although the maggot therapy showed some superficial improvement initially, the necrotic progression was apparently already too advanced, and parts of the limb had started to liquefy. What a mess! We got a new batch of hosts fresh from CAYNE facility planning to prep for second stage product incubation this week, so I should be able to find a suitable replacement donor. The problem with Mother have persisted on and off, however, and she says the engineers want to wipe and reinstall her operating system. I can't allow this to happen. What if Mother doesn't love me anymore? What if she forgets me? Okay, so Mother's a computer. Kind of harkens back to Alien. Sadly, it's Hadley. Hadley? Hadley is sick again. Oh, Hadley is Lucy. Used to be Lucy. I've decided to call her Hadley now because I saw the name on a host file, and I think it's really pretty. The host is really pretty too. So is her left leg. Anyways, I suspect that Hadley's new illness is related to the fungus that's contaminated the air vents all over the facility. This harkens back to the game Stasis, where there was, like, stuff growing everywhere, which means a total lockdown at this level. Her mouth and nostrils are clogged with a slimy substance, and a lung biopsy revealed a startling, but impressive, range of mycotoxin of unknown taxonomy. Several of her teeth have fallen out, and her mucosal excrements smell like ammonia. Okay, so that was what was on the table. Great. Between this and the recent incidents with Mother, I've been thinking about an escape plan. Getting Hadley out and Mother to the elevator will be difficult, though, and even if I could, my lack of a PDT won't allow escape. Okay, then. Let's do, like, a servo test on it or something. Okay, it's a 4-digit thingamajigger. Was that in the PDA somewhere? Hank. So apparently the guy I hit with the scalpel's name is Hank. I do not see any... Crushed computer terminal, PDA that I already grabbed, mangled floor tiles. Yes, an odd sister thingy. Empty void. The fire. Flames of the fire consume the industrial plastic flooring with malice. Plastic membrane on the tiles is melted in the heat, molten craters blistering the surface. Does anybody remember seeing any sort of, like, password? Like, there's those things. Of course, that would be too easy. Nope. No clue. I must have to come back to it later. Actually, we don't want to go that way. We want to come over this way. Twisted wreckage. The stench of industrial lubricant and scorched meat is nauseating. Okay, so I have to go this way. Don't run through the fire again, you imbecile. Let's make the pregnant woman crawl! Dripping condensation in the duct has rusted through the metal plating here, exposing insulation.
Yeah, it's official. I'm losing my mind.
Okay, just because let's try to grab at it with the weird...
Grasping at straws, Hadley.
Let's cut into his smoldering remains! Flames and smoke lick around the scalded mass of metal and flesh. The word mother is clearly scratched into an exposed aluminum surface. Biomechanical devices collapse has caused catastrophic structural damage. Okay, I still haven't figured out where to use the data records. Patient, blah blah blah, yes, sure. Oh, I can go this way, it's just not labeled. Yay, another sphincter door! What are them with, like, these organic...
It looks like a shrine.
Hello!
Maybe stabbing that oaf wasn't such a bad thing.
Okay, then. I take it this is Alice, who was then renamed Lucy, who was then renamed Hadley.
It's so dark.
What? Hello? Who's there?
It's dark in here. I can't see anything. I can't see you.
Who are you?
Why can't I see? What's happened to my eyes?
Where are...
What is that feeling? My hands, my feet, my fucking skin.
I found some spares.
What?
Nothing. Bad joke.
Where am I?
Okay, okay. Keep calm.
Was I in an accident?
I don't know.
Okay, apparently sister may not be a sister.
I think I can smell blood.
Well, I'm Hadley.
I can't remember my name.
Ah.
Can't remember.
It'll come back to you. I'm sure it'll come back to you. Hello? You there?
It's dark, but I can hear muffled noises. They're rapping through my phone.
Speak up, buddy! Alone again. Well, as alone as I can be with a kiddo inside me.
She really has a problem with being pregnant. Shadows writhe like black phantasmas in the wavering light of the candles. An obscene grotesquity of amputated, mismatched body parts crudely stitched together like some monstrous meat marionette. Figure has been suspended delicately from the makeshift crucifix. Its paper-thin skin resembles a moldy peach. Crusted blood and candle wax and something that smells like ammonia. Yep, so this is the sister. A funny little cockroach drawing going after a severed foot. Lovely. Hank wasn't alright. I don't think. PDP required for access. What is a PDP, one might ask? I don't know. A toolbox.
Access denied.
Sealed circular airlock, sealed circular airlock, sealed circular airlock, sealed airlock, another sealed airlock. Nothing in that drawing to suggest a code for upstairs. I need a PDP. Well, Soyum brand is now banned in Earth's colonies, but CAYNE Corporation managed to acquire most of the remaining product stock before it was incinerated. Well, let's see if this thing has a PDP in it. No, she's not gonna cut it open. What good are you if you're not gonna cut open a suspended, rotting flesh doll? Can I cut open a doorway? Because they all look flimsy material-ish. Or can I break open a toolbox?
I think not.
Of course not. Can I stab the computer and make it work?
Hadley needs to get her head checked.
Can I put records in?
Maybe. Probably not.
No, that doesn't do anything either. What if I eat? Fluid stained altar, atmospheric controls. That doesn't have any sort of stuff on it. I can't view the computer anywhere. What do we know? We know 3 names that this thing had. We know that it's missing limbs. We know that. Oh, wait. Oh no, suspended human remains are still. Eroded overhead, leaking moisture has increased the ambient humidity in here, and the rancid pungence of that thing hanging in the middle of the room is almost tangible. Eroded over. What if I cut at the eroded thingies? No, I cannot cut the eroded things. Sealed airlock, sealed airlock, sealed airlock. It won't open. The red spinning hologram indicates that the service door is locked. No entry permitted at this time. Doors inaccessible. We need to get to that toolbox somehow. The box is locked. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you're right. Not cut the person, cut the crucifix. No. It won't let us cut the human remains or the crucifix. Or the candles, for that matter. And I can't feed it. And I can't feed the crucifix. And I can't feed a door. And I can't feed a toolbox.
Oh, for shit's sake!
Access denied.
And I apparently don't have a PDP, which I think was the personal identification thing. Which neither does Hank, so I think I need to get... Has anybody seen anything that might be the password to that terminal?
Okay. Breathe, Hadley. This must be a side effect. You're still asleep.
Yep, sure. Okay, what happens if I, like, scrape up part of the smoldering remains? No. Can I cut open Hank's suit to see a password? No, it says mother. Of course it says mother. I can't use that data thingy yet. Very middle edges glimmer and flickering light. Sharp bladed pincer. Like, I need to get that. Oh, this is what has the word mother in it. So he was calling this computer arm mother. Okay, awesome. So now we know that. Unfettered flames spew away embers into the darkness. That's a doorway. There's some insulation. Like, if I could cut open the insulation and then crawl into there.
No, sister.
Why not? Get it in a cup then.
On second thought, nope.
Sure, we'll save. Hello, Spiro! Totally not doing this instead of homework. I think the idea is that you can barely see stuff in this game too, like that's part of the problem. Okay, so we're gonna make her climb up here again. I don't see anything that represents the 6 dots. Gonna take a look through here again, just in case. So, nothing on the outside of it. Okay, nothing in there. Blame Joseph, renamed. Anything regarding a password.
Please remain calm until the user acting yourself from the skipper's sides will be remembered.
Lack of a PDP won't allow escape. So we need a PDP, which he didn't have a PDP. I'm assuming I don't have a PDP either. There's nothing I can see regarding a password. Is there anything etched into him that might look like a password on here? No. Shafts of light. One light spills through the hazy, get out of there, steam notifications, hazy murk from one of the upper levels. And of course I can't dig through any of there. Empty void, fire. Twisted wreckage. Empty void, like... What if I spill stuff on the control terminal? Will it let me in?
Maybe if I rotate it sideways. No,
Can I scratch the computer?
Only. Oh, nah. Bad idea.
What about the floor tiles? If I use the scalpel to pry up a floor tile so that I can then crawl across. If I could reach over and cut those, like that'd be great. But no, I can't do anything like that. I remember the first one being a little bit obtuse as well, some of the... Okay, let's heat our noodle stuff over... Yeah, don't lick your sister, yeah. Like, you'd think that there'd be, like, fingerprints overlaying the display or something like that. Or, like, some markings around that would give a hint. I haven't seen a single hint as to how to use this. And, like, it almost looks like this should
Grasping at straws heavily.
plug in at the side, but it doesn't do anything. Well, you know, we're already going to cheat. Because I can't find anything in here, so we're going to look at CAYNE, control, computer, password. CAYNE, control, computer, password. What? What is it, Cole, before I find a password? I have to do that, okay. So we have to dust for fingerprints.
Server calibration in progress.
It worked.
Did it? It did something. So we dusted for fingerprints with a protein pack, which looks more like ramen noodles. Now we'll get the sharp-bladed pincer. Cool.
Got it.
Now that we got a sharp thing, we're gonna go hopefully cut the exposed insulation. Yep, get some insulation. Oh! Okay, now I'm not sure I want to go down there. Well...
Head towards the screaming. Clever, Hadley.
Is anybody else slightly uncomfortable with this?
Oi! Is somebody there?
You don't have legs.
Get out! I said there's somebody there! I can't see shit through this bleeding plasma shield.
Hello?
What the fuck? How you get in here, eh?
I came in from the service shaft.
Came down the fucking service shaft, eh? You think I'm fake? You taking the piss? You a spy or something?
What? Of course not.
This slag thinks I believe her, eh? Just came down the service pipe, eh? Well, listen here, bitch. Just come a little closer, and I'll teach you what a service pipe is.
The force field's sudden, unexpected activation was propelled one half of this man's body into the other side of the room. So yeah, his legs are over there. Force field, it shimmers between the emitter panels, intense heat radiating in the high-density thermogen particle system. Logged in as Dane.
Safety threshold reached.
We're gonna explode everything.
Threshold reached.
Oh, it keeps resetting.
Threshold reached. Safety threshold reached.
So that can go up to 89.
Safety threshold reached.
Is that 91? No, 90.
Threshold reached. Safety threshold reached.
Sure.
Power reticulation core.
Oh, for shit's sake.
Yay! We need tools. Is there anything else I can do here? Nope. Let's look at this guy's legs. An ID card! I got a ID
I
card.
found your, legs.
Oh, bugger off! Don't you fucking touch those, I still need them!
Cheese and crackers. Don't make a joke. It's not funny, Hadley.
So is that a PDP? ID card, then my access card, used to access control board. Okay. We're gonna go upstairs now. Go up the pipe. Well, that would explain why this woman is so upset to be pregnant, Gizmo, if kids suck. I love how she's just like wearing a metal shirt too. Like that has to be so cold or hot in this proximity to fire. Okay, first let's cut into the meat doll. We can't cut the meat doll. Can we cut the crucifix? We cannot cut the crucifix. We cut the Omni toolbox.
No.
Fine, you jackass. Use the ID card on it.
Access granted.
There we go. Thank you. Doing a thing. Yay, I got a tool. I got a big tool right here. Yeah. Sorry.
Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, using the ID card to access something that might help you. Seems like a horrible mistake. If it could open a door and let you escape from this place where there's not a man missing his legs in a force field and exploding Tesla coils. Yes, we're going back down to the screaming asshat.
Listen, dude. You're in shock and clearly in bad shape. I'll help you, but I gotta get out of here first.
Oh, so she wants me to tell her to turn it off. Hey, why? This bird wants some of old Dawn, eh? Her and her ankle pie, huh? Probably here to turn off his stasis pod.
I can get help!
Oh, the Minga wants to help now. Probably caused the explosion that activated the blast shield.
Yeah, I did.
What's wrong with you? I'm literally the only person who can help you right now.
You could sit right there. Listen to me die. Maybe we'll die together when security gets here.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! I'll help you, but I gotta get out of here, and the only way is through that door.
Blast shield's up, honey. Power's running, yeah? Ain't no way it's coming down while we still got juice. Face it, lass. Security's gonna fry your little ass.
Yay, he doesn't think I have a big ass. So we're gonna go to that service platform, unscrew the thing.
Oi. I take it back, sweetheart. Sorry then, love. I won't hurt you. Don't mess with the big boy toys now.
Okay. So some sort of warning, electricity does not go into batteries, and batteries don't go into water. So we want electricity, and then okay, the battery first, then electricity. No, battery first, then water, but it says that's not the battery. Then water. No. No. Okay. Okay, so we need battery. Then I need that. That tells me no. And if I do that first, it just tells me no, it's gonna explode. So I have to do that one. Then if I do that one, it tells me no. That won't let me start, that won't let me start. I have to start here. And that won't let me go, so I have to go there. Then there, but that doesn't let me go either. Why? Why, oh why is this so freaking retarded? Only the battery.
Safety threshold reached. Safety threshold
90. 90, so it only lets me go up to 90, okay. Okay, so if I just do the battery one, and then... Can I reinsert the core now? No? So he's not helping at all, so do I have to then close it up and reinsert it? No. Come on. Yeah, like, battery's there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, like... Or is this what's running? So we just want that. But then it doesn't do anything. I think I'm trying to force that. Okay, let's take a look at breaker boxes. Securely sealed. Let's try to unseal it with a tool. No. With a blade, can I break in there? No. And we can't get there with powder either. What happens if... Well, we'll see you later, Cole, and... So we can't use the tool on here. Okay, panel give access to Omnicool, go back down. Use the control panel to blow up the generator. So you want water and electricity down there. Okay, but I can't do that. But it won't let me put just water and electricity down there. Oh, there we go. Cool. Just had to muck around with a little bit differently. There we go.
Safety threshold reached. Safety threshold reached. Safety threshold reached. Safety threshold reached. Safety threshold reached.
That one we can bring up to 90. And that one we can only bring up to 90. And that one we can only bring up to 90. What if I bring this up to 90 first?
Safety threshold reached. Safety threshold reached.
Bring it out. Just saying, yeah, that's what I already have down there. Yeah, how do you get to that? Down in the room, man with no legs, control panel, blow up generator. I know I have to blow up the generator, but, like... There we go.
Safety protocols disabled.
So I had to get all three down there. Okay.
Are you dead from the neck up? You stupid fucking knocked-up cow! You'll cause a fucking meltdown!
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just got exploded right in the face. Face explosion.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck me. Streams for the past hour. You've gone and released the fucking devil. You stupid cocksucker.
He's not happy for some reason. So you're finally gonna die? Or did I overdo it and did I die?
I'm gonna gut you. Yeah, like a fucking fish. Oh, and leave your bloody stump for Samantha. I'm gonna feed you and your bloody spawn to her nippers.
Get the fuck away from me!
Hadley, what's happening? I blacked out.
Yeah, of course you did.
Just, you know, managed to turn off the power.
I heard screaming.
If you can hear it, then you must be close.
I've been trying to move.
They had me strapped down while they tried to kill me.
Who is they?
Hey, them. Whoever took me. Whoever took you.
Okay, let's check their PDA. Danny Bolin. Well, that is not the face I expected. New Year's resolutions. Very late, but who gives a shit? A few things I can improve on. Teach Moose even more cuss words. Such a marvelous bird. I'm training him to call Sharon a fucking freak. It ain't a lie, is it? She has screwed up arm, leg, and face. She'll be genuinely surprised when I reveal this delight to her, just having a laugh. Tone my body by increasing my cheese intake into a wheel a day. Works the bowel and adds to my sophisticated charm. Cheese equals classy. Of course it does. Focus on my new VIP task. Managing the quantum fusion plant is really an easy gig. Now, I won't let that on, yeah, but I push a few buttons and a bit of grease here and there, and Bob's your uncle. My single purpose in life is to keep the turbine spinning and well lubed. I'll keep focused on it so I don't botch anything up. Life support systems, who needs them? What kind of ears does an engine have? Engine ears! Haha! Yeah, no. Cement my place in the charming entertainment of this facility. Every morning at Brekkie, I'll stand up and take the piss. I plan to work on the crew's unique personalities in my comedy routine. Just having a laugh, they'll love that. Probably grill more birds than George Foreman. Drink more wine. What goes better with cheese? Yeah, cheese and wine. Extra classy. Cultivate my own curd. I found a rather unique culture growing under one of the shipping containers outside the PDT printer lab. I have also nicked a flask of Samantha's tit milk. The juice they use to keep her nippers happy. The little love that should taste and smell better than a mature cheddar. Yeah. Oh, screw it. Who am I kidding? Plan is just to be more awesome than I was last year, as if that was even possible. Moose. My soul at least at solstice haths, and dreams of these, and Theron knows, and Eden of bland repose. Okay. He likes his bird. His bird's named Moose. What happens if I hit this?
This thing sliced that charming gentleman in half. Oh, it's not important. Not right now.
Well, let's get going. Yeah. I do plan to evacuate. Yay, trees! Trees are nice. Vicus benjaminia can reduce the unevenly gaseous from where to hold from indoor air conditioning systems just in case. Soft static crackling sound emanates from the force field. Security access terminal. Okay, probably have to get up there. The force field, force field, force field, yep.
What is this place?
Wonder if I'm
an elevator.
Shouldn't be on the space station or spaceship from CAYNE or from Stasis. Okay. Most uncomfortable thing ever. Well, hello!
What the fuck was that? A monster. An animal.
Then run.
No. No, it's okay. I'm safe. Thank goodness. It hit the electric perimeter. I think that startled it.
That's good.
Not good. The elevator is on the other side of that same fence.
Oh, that's bad.
Hopefully if I get to the elevator, whatever it is won't be there. I'm going with a glass half full approach.
You need to protect yourself. Find a weapon.
I can't go one-on-one with that thing. Like, especially in this state. I feel so slow. It's huge. And it's covered in blood.
You think it killed everyone?
Killed 8? I don't know. But this place is deserted. Maybe when the power went off, I let that thing out.
Well, they got what they deserved.
Oh, God. Did I? I killed them all.
They deserved it. They blinded me. Tried to kill you and your child. They deserved it.
Yes. Yeah, I guess.
Survival of the fittest. Man to man.
Okay.
Man to woman. Just keep moving, Hadley. I'm counting on you. Your baby is counting on you.
It's because of this baby that I'm in this damn mess.
Okay. Let's do an ID card on the security terminal. Come on. There we go. Now we're moving to it.
Grasping at straws, Hadley. Ain't nobody got time for this.
Come on. So I've got the blade. Let's Oh, we can just press it? Awesome. So we are here. Brain emulation lab. Oh, seriously? What if I hit it with more?
No, sister.
Okay, so I can't hit that with a thing to try to get into it. I'm assuming this is where I'm at. EDT printer room.
PDT?
I need to get to the printer room first. So where am I actually? Like, is this like the "you are here" type thing? Okay, so are you supposed to just like guess at these? Is there any... Yeah, it's like, even the walkthrough doesn't mention where you find this code, just this is the code you have to enter. Plus lightning bolt, play, and plus. Plus lightning bolt, play, and plus. That didn't seem to do anything. Plus lightning bolt, play, plus. No. Plus lightning bolt, play, and plus. Nope. Plus lightning bolt play and plus. No. Seriously, what the hell?
Hadley, are you on drugs?
What if I take that
it's
apart?
Official. I'm losing my mind.
And
wait,
the
no.
security badge doesn't work.
Seems like a bad idea.
Data records that I have no access to don't work.
I could only... Nope.
Taking that apart doesn't work.
Crying out loud, what was I thinking?
No, that doesn't work on anything. Heavy duty impellers. Plus lightning bolt play plus is. Yeah, like it doesn't say anything about how to find. And I haven't seen anything else that I can examine. There wasn't any passwords around. PDP printers. Plus, oh, plus lightning bolt, so PDP printer. Plus lightning bolt play plus unlock. No. 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 Like, what are you supposed to do? Just keep trying shit here? Like, okay, so we have to get to the PDP printer room. And we'll play plus. What if we do plus play lightning bolt plus? No. Plus lightning bolt play plus. We tried this on all of them, didn't we? Yeah. Plus lightning bolt play plus. That doesn't work. No.
Grasping at straws, Hadley.
Okay, let's run back here and see if there's something we gotta do first. But I am not seeing anything, so call JB for a good time, is scratching into the tree. This is not what a point and click game should be. Like, you should never have just a guessing puzzle. Especially a password. Like, it's amazing how many combinations there are with 5 digits and how tedious it gets. Okay, so we're in here. Not exactly ambiguous. Yeah, blah blah blah. So we know upstairs we need a PDP to go forward. So that controls the... What if it goes to this? Okay, crew Anna. Yes, yes, there has been. Facility D, da da da. Yeah, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Big old broken screen, melted stuff around it. Awesome. Moldering fragments. So you can go back up there. Electrical surge from the overloaded core has caused an emergency shutdown of the generator. And this PDA didn't have any sort of passwords on it, did it? No. And we haven't seen anything with those signs on it before. Yeah, like it's got to be just a guessing thing, which is super lame. Let's view the fast walkthrough. Okay. Crawl space, power facility. Exit destroyed power facility, access terminal, enter the code for the PDP printer room. Okay, yeah, enter the freaking code. What the hell code is it? Crawl space, shrine, power facility. Okay. Head over to where the arrow's pointing. Access the terminal. Enter the code for the PDP room. The code you got from the destroyed fetal extraction room's PDA. Destroyed fetal extraction. So there's a code up there, okay. And let's go grab that. I remember him mentioning a PDP, but I don't remember seeing those symbols. I could be wrong, though. This is why I like it when we have more viewers, is it's like, yeah, they can point out the stupid stuff I'm doing. Anyway, to the 2 viewers out there, how are y'all doing tonight? Yes, jump back up there, complain about it, make noises, whatever. Come over here. That was the last one that had... You won't allow escape unless I have a PDP. Hey, nothing there.
Please remain calm until you escape yourself from the skip's sides will be remembered for generations. Please remain calm.
So he talks out Joseph and Dr. Adams, and Joseph making his way in there. Oh, come on. Where is the password I need?
Please remain calm until the future entity, yourself from the skiff's sides, will be remembered for generations.
Enter the code for the PDP printer room. The code you got from the destroyed fetal extraction room's PDA. Okay. Shrine room, get the powder, grab the blade, ID card, Omni toolbox.
Please remain calm
Tucked it in, access power terminal, eject core, use the Omni tool, complete the puzzle, access power terminal, overload all power breakers to 100, exit the destroyed power facility, passage on the left, head over to the arrow, yeah, access the terminal, illuminated with orange glow, enter the code you got from Enter the code for the PD printer room, the code you got from the destroyed fetal extraction room. From the PDA there is no code in this PDA.
Please remain calm until the future entity, yourself from the skiff's sides, will be remembered for generations.
Talks about not having a PD or whatever. There's nothing like on any of these workstations that I can remember. Logs and notices. Software update. Da-da-da. No passwords in here. I hate having to look up these puzzles, but I just can't see any other way. And there's a bunch of scratches there. Come on. CAYNE. Walk through, because this game is broken. Steel extraction room, destroyed extraction room. Crawl space, crawl space. Okay, from crawl space, click right. Mangled scalpel on protein canister, enter the key code. Engage button, read terminal reports and note the unlock code. Okay. Click the engage button, then shake. So read the terminal reports and note unlock code for PDP room. There's supposed to be a terminal report up here. Oh, way down at the lightning bolt plus play. Lightning bolt plus play. Okay. Let's go do this. I've scrolled through that list multiple times, like why it didn't go all the way to the bottom any other time. Okay. I'm gonna run up here. On faster. I'm gonna wait a half hour for her to finally get up here. Come on. Get up to the place. There we go. Lightning bolt plus play. And there we go. Going all the way back down. There we go. Timber crate. Series of unremarkable numbers etched into the side of the crate.
Stupid Hadley.
Okay. Scratch metal crate. Almost black with rust and grime. Storage container. Some sort of industrial cargo crate, but the ID decals on the side have been damaged. Perhaps deliberately. The letters G and maybe an R or K are just barely legible.
The fuse is melted.
Yay, so I need something that sized. Okay.
No.
Why not? Okay. A powdered keycard.
That worked out better than I thought it would.
Okay. Cool, so I've got an imprint of the thingy. And what if I... Yay, I cut out the key card and
Well done, me.
I placed it in there. That was a pretty straightforward one. That worked well.
Sorry, I mean... Gee whiskers.
What is it?
It's... brains.
Brains?
Brains.
Animal?
No, I don't think so.
A cloying stench of putrefaction hangs like a pall over the plastic pallet. It must be their brain extraction machine. Personal data tag printer. The inside of the tube is encrusted with ice, perhaps the result of cryogenic freezing. A low hum radiates from the brain nutrient tank.
Personal data tag printer. Oh, PDT. This must be how they're making the security tags.
There must be an easier way.
This facility seems to do things the hard way. I've heard of spinal tagging on animals, right into the nervous system. Maybe this is like an upgrade. But these aren't animals.
Sure we are. We're just meat puppets.
Meat puppets? You had an interesting childhood.
Hi, friend. I'm Ralph. Let's print a PDT together.
Okay then. Yeah, hi Ralph. We need a blank PDT, a PDT template, and a... Okay. Loaded brain floating in a vat. Lumps of tissue have started to separate from the frontal and occipital lobes and squirm like bloodless tentacles in the preservation fluid. Swirling mass of neon particles make up an animated, anatomically accurate model of a human skull. Effective, probably much more disconcerting than the lab engineers or lab designers intended. Okay, nothing there. PDA. Let's read the PDA. Well, hello. Okay, yeah, her face is a little interesting. That bitch, I mean, I get it. She's John's daughter. She's a big deal or whatever. But I'm a CAYNE, and that spoiled brat needs to know her place. So maybe I'm not her biological mother, not some nobody gutter whore from the dust colonies, but her father and I are lovers now, and she has to accept that and show some respect. I think I'm going to start insisting that she call me mother, just for today's insolence, and I can probably use John's pathetic piety to play the two of them off each other when she inevitably defies me. That should be amusing. Besides, without me, the whole team would be totally screwed. I'm the only one who can go near Samantha. Me, not Julia, not even John. Me. Okay? Samantha and I would have a mutual understanding, I think. An experimental bond. Me with my disabilities and she with her idiosyncrasies. Ever since the stroke, people treat me like I'm different. Like I'm other. So I can emphasize with her, she's more than a product to me. She's a collaborator. A conspirator even. It's like anybody else knows about our experiments. The CEO has arrived in the facility. If I hadn't handled some of the paperwork myself, I'd probably have known anyway because John was especially devout about his purification rituals when it met last night. I was still scrubbing blood out of the upholstery this morning. The shit I tolerate for my career prospects. Since when am I accountable to the fucking support staff? That Diane Bolland has become a constant and insufferable nuisance. Skulking around in my lab and asking too many questions. He's in charge of managing the facility's life support systems, not our research work. I told Samantha about it. She said I should bring her Dane's pet parrot. I think she said that it's the kind of thing she would say. It's the kind of thing she would say. No, during the weekly inventory, I noticed that 2 grubs are missing from the habitat. Julia's sleazy friend from Mind Transfer has been hanging around our department lately, and he's expressed an overly keen interest in our specimens. Did he take them? And for what? Message from to Dane. Your bird got into Samantha's birthing lab somehow and was killed. Maybe some consolidation to know that despite such a regrettable tragedy, we've gleaned valuable information about Samantha's behavior in the process. She prefers to prolong the suffering of her prey. For example, this could be useful in our research. Sorry about that, Sharon. I think that John and Julia aren't talking to each other. Between the food poisoning epidemic and frustrating lack of real progress in our department's work, and her consistent refusal to properly acknowledge me as part of the family, I guess everything is a bit volatile at the moment. Samantha thinks it's hilarious, but I'm questioning my own precarious position in the middle of things now. John is locking himself up in the office and sulking all day isn't exactly helping me. And Julia's sullen disregard is now turning into blatant hostility. No fucking conservative. Not fucking constructive, Sharon. Okay, and we've got like a bunch more still. Samantha has been sort of subdued in the last week or so. Don't tell me what the problem is, but I think it might be something to do with the temperature in the labs. Dane Boland is enforcing new atmosphere maintenance regulations, ostensibly to eliminate thermal fluctuations in food storage as a possible reason for the ration spoiling. But I suspect it's petty revenge for the parrot incident. The temperature now kept below the inhabitants' usual 95 degrees. However, Samantha's grubs are drowsy and morose. I visited atmospheric control room today to see if I could adjust the temperature in our labs. And I made the most intriguing discovery. Somebody has been collecting body parts and making some sort of thing. An organic simulacrum, maybe. I must assume there's some secret, obviously desperate new research development in Dr. Abrams' department. So I've told John and Julie about it. Tensions have now been temporarily forgotten as our team redoubles its own efforts to resolve the problems of advanced organ regrowth. Samantha has become increasingly uncooperative, though. I think she liked it when everybody was preoccupied with circumstantial drama, and not her. My personal stem cell therapy project had some unanticipated results. Developed what appears to be a cluster of sphincter-like gland ducts around my lower abdomen, groin, and upper thighs, somewhat resembling those found in the more mature grub specimens that emit some sort of musky, jellyish discharge, perhaps a pheromone. Did I mix up my glial regeneration sequences, or were these samples contaminated? Doesn't matter now. John's become obsessed with them. I suppose the flagellation thing should have clued me into his predilection for kinky sex stuff, but this whole other level. I won't lie though, it's kind of hot. Clinical improvement on my mobility and speech issues is limited. However, so that's a boost. Okay. We've been on lockdown for a week and only briefly released today for an emergency drill. Something is going on around here, but nobody's talking about it. First the food poisoning, then the fungus infestation, and now what? I'm down to my last pack of cigarettes. I shouldn't have taken the frickin' assignment. I'm not even directly related to CAYNE, only through marriage. My second cousin at that. But here I am, stuck in this crumbling science museum, sleeping with decrepit zealot pervert, and trying to mend my troubled relationship with this creature from the Black Lagoon because it's the only really meaningful thing I have in here. What have I become? From Julia Curran to Sharon Kane-Musk. Sharon, we need to discuss the situation with Samantha. It's important. Meet me in the birthing lab. Flag, lightning bolt plus. So birthing lab, flag, lightning bolt plus. Okay. Flag, lightning bolt plus. Come on, remember the code and run up here. Flag, lightning bolt plus. Running. I know you're pregnant, woman, but come on, run faster. Emulsion. Birthing labs. Flag, lightning bolt plus.
Is there anything else you can make out around you?
No. A deep thumping noise. Like a machine.
Another generator, maybe? Focus on the last thing you do remember.
I can't. There are flashes. A hospital. Family. Well, they didn't like me much.
Join the club.
I wanted what I have.
Oh? What's that?
Money. My name. Then they left me. Or I pushed them away.
Wait, is this like the actual CAYNE guy,
weren't
maybe?
Good enough. They weren't willing to put in the hard work. Wanted to be given things. Given. The things that I bled over.
Well, I don't talk to Mother anymore. And my dad... Well, no clue who he is. She was distant. Maybe she was always like that. Maybe I was just unlikable. She sure made it clear, often enough, that I was too much like him. She saw too much of him in me.
I'm sorry, Hadley. Sometimes we unintentionally hurt the ones we love.
Such greeting card bullshit. You don't hurt the people you love the people you love.
Okay, birthing labs, woo! Probably something horrendous in here.
Warning. Project Samantha is off limits to unauthorized personnel.
Hey, which way do we go first? I'm gonna go to the left. Well, not as horrible as I expected. This display preeminently summarizes the current temperature, humidity, toxicity, and other status levels of the specimen inhabited.
Oh, God. It must smell terrible in there. Gag just thinking about it.
Specimens in the habitat are inert and unresponsive, perhaps in some sort of induced coma.
Notice rate catalyst to require full body extraction.
Okay, let's check out this terminal then. Vlad was temporarily removed from the habitat using beta container. He exhibited extreme aggression towards her siblings. May have consumed 5 appendages from Nero. Supply of raw meat and plasma to encourage brute gas production. Vlad produces an excessive nootropic vapor which resulted in low visibility in the habitat. 1 cubic meter of gas was shipped to the current lab, and the subjugation of Samantha. Vlad was returned to the habitat. Attila has started the metamorphic process, applied a metabolism inhibitor in order to inhibit stage 2 maturation. Grubs are responding negatively to maternal vocal calls. There is a possible rupture in the grub containment enclosure that is causing brute gas leak that is in turn agitating Samantha. Okay. Crew facilities, plus lightning bolt play. Plus lightning bolt play, okay. Plus lightning bolt play. Plus lightning bolt play. Just saying that to myself so I can remember it. Plus lightning bolt play. I was expecting something way more grotesque in there, being the birthing chambers. Plus lightning bolt play. That's more like it.
You're scared.
Heck yeah, I'm scared. This place. Who could create this?
Monsters.
John Kern, note to self, all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Leviticus 9:10.
Lacerated ribbons of flesh and muscle tissue frame and a shattered vertebrae like some grotesque work of art. Mangled PDP clings to the spinal cord. I need that PDP, unfortunately. Can we cut it out of him? No. Actually, let's do the lever thing first. Oh!
That was nasty.
Hello, new, interesting, and disgusting thing. Okay, uterus made of flesh and machine. Not awesome. A whip? A restraining harness. Okay, let's see. Can I whip the body? No, it just lets me see things. I can't whip the womb. Straining harness doesn't let me do anything. Burning machinery doesn't let me do anything. So just the PDA. Hello, John. You are a little weirder.
Someone. They were trying to grow CAYNE.
Cloning is unpredictable. Cloning an individual is impossible.
It sounds like they were using something special. Something called Samantha.
Today is a holy day. Henry CAYNE himself has arrived, frozen and waiting for the great harvest to come. Soon the flesh of the immortal vessel will bring him new life. We're closer than ever, and I know it. The race has begun, and I will not allow Dr. Adams, the heretic he is, to win. No, CAYNE will not allow it. He knows his plan, and he knows what it ends with me. Our Leviathan is Samantha. Nothing in earth is her equal, a creature without fear. Okay. Never again will he die, never again will he feel pain, never again will he leave us. He'll be reborn of his own duplicate flesh, and not that of Adams and his ridiculous mind transfer parlor trick. We're getting closer. Our next patient has undergone the new and improved genetic fusion procedure and is reacting well. The spinal cord has been killed, meaning that the dead cells will need to regenerate and reform into a functioning spine. No signs of physical rejection thus far, and cellular regeneration is slowly beginning. It should reconstruct itself overnight. Our Lord has stricken us with inadequacy. We have failed yet again. This is my fault, and I must, as always, accept responsibility. This time I've added hooks to my whip, and I shall flagellate until dawn. I will elaborate on the results after I've taken time to reflect. So he was whipping himself with a hooked whip. Okay. Fusing Samantha's DNA with the patient's caused the newly regenerated spinal cord to expand drastically, forcing the vertebrae to audibly pop into even halves. Soon after, the patient's immune system attacked the rogue spinal cells, which in turn retaliated by killing off all the other attached nerves. In the end, the patient succumbed to asphyxiation as the new cells burned through oxygenated blood more quickly than the lungs could produce it. Another failure, but still not a wasted body. Praise be! I've spent the day, or at least most of it, reflecting on our Savior's brilliant plan. The pieces slide into place. Samantha, myself, and the almighty CAYNE in the same facility. The planets are aligning. The end draws near. Or perhaps, the beginning! I'm glad we finally found a use for Ralph. We put him to a more productive task. His blasphemous lectures about how the fungal plague is the result of poor hygiene were getting on my nerves. It is CAYNE's doing. The plague is his retribution for our sins. Tonight we test again. We'll be using the same procedures as before, but this time an enzyme inhibitor will be introduced to prevent excess tissue generation. We must not accept failure. We'll bask in the light of CAYNE's restored glory. He that hath an ear, let him hear the Spirit saith unto the churches, that overcome shall not be hurt of the second death. The Revelations 2 and 11. Still, the patient lives. However, it has exhibited some concerning symptoms. Although the spinal cord has stopped regenerating at an appropriate time, the arms and legs will occasionally twitch, or more accurately, flail. It It seems that the spine has control over the connected limbs. Patient is no longer viable. After a promising start, the regenerative tissues again expanded beyond intention. Surprisingly, the patient's removed vocal cords were reconstructed. Of course, it did not understand speech. It must have been frightened by its own inhumane screaming, as it immediately tore its own throat out. After some gurgling, it regenerated within hours. Then terrible screaming and bloody extraction. A cascade of rotting tissue. The previous throats began to form a dangling, bleeding scarf as the patient continued to tear itself apart. Well, that is just a pleasant word picture, isn't it? Oh, that abomination! As far as Sharon can tell, Adam's unrighteous creation was wasted precious flesh in making a toy of some kind. Just like its creator, the abomination has been an unholy waste of resources. Even a name such as Hobo is undeserved grace. It is an animal and nothing more. Pestilence strikes. The fungal threat is weak now, but soon it will spread to our flora and flood our food and our bodies. If it hasn't already. This is a first. And perhaps final warning to make haste. I've traced the spores to a cargo shipment early in the year, but I have no idea how they became so virulent. Hold with a great plague will CAYNE smite thy people, and thy children, and thy goods. So, he is, yeah, supplementing CAYNE's name in there. The fungus is having an observable impact on the cellular regeneration process. One patient began to develop a film of what resembled reptilian scales, complete with a second set of eyelids. This is unacceptable. The spinal regeneration process has been mastered. Almost any tissue can now be perfectly reconstructed, but it's impossible to get definitive results with this interference. CAYNE, if you truly seek rebirth, why do you hinder me so? This is not the time. Surely there is a reason. Samantha scratched several demonic scrolls into the insignificant employee's back. I warned them not to get close to the succubus. She is the devil. Sometimes we need to make a deal with hell to get closer to heaven. Forgive me, CAYNE. I succumbed to Sharon's temptation and had a romantic dinner rather than working late as I should have done. Watch and pray that ye enter into temptation, blah blah blah. My repetitive failure has indeed had an impact on my faith. I am being tested. For the love of CAYNE, I shall rise above. Today I noticed my laboratory is missing several incubators. The last inventory check was several months ago, so it could have gone missing at any time. This is undoubtedly the work of Adams. But why? He doesn't need the equipment, and I can certainly spare it. Perhaps the hobo is involved. It is disconcerting at best. How many more of these are there? Oh, this is the last one. Time is of the essence. Samantha's escape today is likely to be the first of many, and it will eventually run out of ways to subdue her. The re-engineered grubs are producing a potent gas that is driving the beast to fluster. Whether she kills us all or we find a way to kill her first, neither outcome revives CAYNE. I'll not rest until she has returned to intervene. Until he has returned to intervene. From his point forward, I live for nothing else. Okay. So he's just a little bit crazy. I kind of need that PDP, so what if I do that?
Probably not a good idea. Maybe... Probably not. If I turn it around, it might fit. Probably not. If I could only... Nope.
PDP in the spinal cord, and if I can't whip it... No, I didn't want to pick that up. And that doesn't do anything, and that doesn't do anything. And the broken lever mechanism... What if I jam that in the broken lever mechanism?
I could only... Oh, nah. Bad idea.
Jam the whip in the broken lever mechanism? Damn the Omni tool in the broken.
No, sister.
Need something to use for the lever mechanism. Okay, well, let's get that password and head to the next area. The security thingy.
Breathe, Hadley. Breathe.
Okay, so we're gonna go get that password again for the next room.
So they use these little guys to control Samantha. And the gas they give off when they touch dead tissue calms her? I need to catch one.
Okay. But first I need a container. Okay, so crew facilities ++ lightning bolt play. ++ lightning bolt play. ++ lightning bolt play. We need to make a PDP or PDT still. Ooh. Tired. Wow. ++ lightning bolt play.
It worked.
This can't be how I meet my end. I have so much more inside of me. I have so much more to give to the world.
Yep. This wasn't my plan either. This wasn't how it was supposed to be.
You're young. You can get through this.
And then, I'm stuck. Stuck with a baby. It's not a life. Not fair for either of us.
There are other choices.
Bingo! I did make a choice. It didn't end well. Women in my family have bad luck with babies. I'm continuing a proud family tradition. So, this is where the monsters play.
Still no sign of anyone?
Do plants count? This horrible place must have had more people around.
Who needs sleep? Coca-Cola, it's refreshing, addictive, may cause chronic insomnia, headaches, vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, hallucinations, hypertension, gastrointestinal bleeding, peripheral neuropathy, cardiac dysrhythmia, congestive heart failure, toxic epidermal necrosis, catastrophic hemorrhage, and death. So, Coca-Cola, maybe don't drink it. In menu, ready-to-eat items include the Space Soup and Space Special. It's seen things you wouldn't believe. Make a 56-core computer? Be sweet. Retro tape cassette is loaded into the deck with a label Broseph Megamix 69. A bent stripper pole. Yes, I can use that as a lever! Aha! And hello, Gimme. Now I feel 8 cores is quite sufficient. I very rarely find myself having them all maxed out. Minor elevator malfunction. Like, it's sitting here on fire. That's the minor elevator malfunction. Can I get up there? No. Okay, let's go through that doorway. The CPU, like, it's great for calculations and all. Apparently it stinks in here.
Oh, terribly decorated.
Oh. But really what's more important for my usage, being video editing and gaming and that is a GPU. A good GPU does wonders when a CPU, you really only need so much. Take a look at Shattered Picture Frame. The portrait of an old man in a white lab coat. Personal computer, burned out circuitry smoldered behind the smashed screen. Romantic novels. Titles like Bride of the Omniverse, The Cosmonaut's Mistress, and An Interstellar Scandal are still legible through the splots of gore. The radio's broken. Mangled electronic safe.
Oh my god. I know him. I know this guy.
What guy?
There's a photo of...
Joseph.
Oh shit.
Old boyfriend?
Drunken bar night and a morning full of regrets. They paid for the procedure. They chose the hospital.
Who?
CAYNE Corporation.
Okay. Was there anything else decent in there? Nope, no password tips, no anything. Okay. Vintage photographs, sterile polyurethane or polyester beignets of some of the place and some other time. Discarded equipment. A blank PDT. Nice.
And it looks unused.
How do you know?
No blood on it. And it doesn't smell like rotting meat.
Oh, Julia is not a looker. Well, she definitely, like, make you look, but not in the good way. Daddy's anxious. He won't admit it, but I think the idea of having CAYNE and Stasis here bothers him. He knows his work is coming along slowly. He's scared to fail in his holy light, but knows that he will. Poor Daddy. Oh, that Sharon. I'm sure it's her temptation that's leading my daddy to failure. She keeps him from punishing himself like he should. She scolds me for calling him daddy because she thinks I'm too old. Excuse me, but I was raised with a little thing called values. Besides, she wants me to call her mom. Double standards, right? Joseph is so special. You ever feel like something's just meant to be? It's such a tacky feeling to describe, but it's true. It's cliché for a reason. How can you have nostalgia over someone you just saw a couple of minutes ago? I don't know, but it's the best feeling in the world. Babysitting Samantha's brood is easier when I know I can go see him afterwards. Another day, another load of brood gas harvested. I understand that we need it to keep Samantha calm, but it's such a pain to watch her oversized maggots. Of course, why bother with the gas when we can just stick Sharon in there to calm her down just as well? They look about the same anyway. Ha ha! Did I mention how much I hate working with this bitch? It is bad enough that she's screwing my daddy, but I have to work with her every single fucking day. Time to vent. I've really been thinking about how Samantha only lets Sharon handle her, and it pisses me off to no end. Joseph could cheat on me, and I'd still be angrier about Sharon and her stupid lopsided face. I wish that witch would stop trying to micromanage my family. The 1st of May is always so romantic. Spring is here. I mean, it's probably a somewhere or other. There aren't really seasons here. Sometimes the atmospheric controls break, and it tries to either freeze or burns us to death, though. That counts as seasons, I think. It's a tough life. Nothing can ever just be okay, you know? If somebody isn't sick, you can bet they're tired, or hungry, or stressed out. There's nowhere I'd rather be, though. Most people don't get to live with their daddy forever, much less a 5-minute walk from their perfect boyfriend. Plus, I'm working on a righteous cause. It's all worth it. Ew, fungus! They say it's all inside the ventilation system, and now it's starting to settle on the outside of the vents? Maybe that's why everybody's got food poisoning. How long has this stuff been around? It smells like old feet. Work's getting even harder for Daddy, and now this fungus is everywhere. I have just the thing, though. I can make sure Dr. Adams doesn't use this as an opportunity to get ahead. Tonight I'll level the playing field. Joseph likes to bring me into Adams' workspace when we get really romantic. I'm sure he won't notice if some information gets deleted, right? Oh, doing that voice is starting to hurt. Sharon says her face is so disfigured because she had a stroke and lost control of the muscles that are supposed to hold the right side of her face together. I'd have a stroke too if I had to live knowing that I was such a hopeless idiot. Except I'd do the right thing and just off myself so the rest of the gene pool didn't have to deal with me. It's been a really long time since Daddy told me a story about Mommy. When I was a teenager, he put me to sleep every night with a story about the two of them before I was born and how happy they were. He denies it, but I think her death has a lot to do with his decision to practice medicine. Now, though, he insists that it was a calling from CAYNE since he was a child, and that mine was just an insignificant cog in the machine of life. I understand everyone copes differently. Dr. Adams has done it. He's mapped CAYNE's mind into a new host. No rejection. This isn't how it's supposed to happen. Daddy just needs more time. I've written the results and updated the ARM computer with Joseph's login details, but I'm not sure how long I can keep this up. CAYNE, help us all. Joseph struck me hard across the face. Does he know that I've been sabotaging their research? He called me Grumbelina while I ravaged me with some over-the-knee spanking and whipped lightly across my back. Does he still love me? Oh, I know he does. It's a blessing from CAYNE! Samantha broke free today and killed 5 security guards. Why is this good? I managed to sneak over to Ralph during the commotion and print a PDT. I used Joseph's high-level security clearance details. Also managed to grab a blank one. I'll save it for a rainy day. Daddy hasn't slept in 3 whole days. He barely eats. And what has Sharon done? She's distracted him. He needs to focus on CAYNE. Maybe it's time I finally give her what she deserves. Joseph had been cold towards me despite me submitting to another beating and some light strangulation. Bueno and I are over. The bastard. He admitted to me that Adams paid him earlier on the year to fuck a young girl. Was she prettier than me? Does she believe the pain is pleasure? No, this cannot continue. I'll lure Sharon over to Samantha's cell and use Joseph's PDT to release Samantha on her. I just need a little human flesh to get the broodlings buzzing, and Samantha will do the rest. With the security thinned after the incident, nobody will ever find out. Even if they do figure it out, Joseph will get the blame. This is it. The power is just turned off for the maintenance or something. I've decided to take care of that Sharon, and then I can set things straight for Daddy. Praise to CAYNE. Praise to CAYNE. Praise to CAYNE. Praise to CAYNE. Okay, I'm really glad that this one's over. Well, I got a PDT. I didn't get any new passwords though, but that's fine. Oh, and I got a stripper pole. Pretty sure the stripper pole is going to let me use it for something else. Actually, what happens if I use a stripper pole? No, it won't let me push away the elevator.
Not sure that's how it works.
Incredible forces bent the platform. But if I use a whip, can I, like, get up there?
Only...
Use it like a rope. Just whip it into shape. Get straight. No, Sharon is a woman with a stroke. We read her PDT earlier.
Love Juca-Cola. Love it.
They say it's made from people.
Juca-Cola is made of love and happiness.
Juca-Cola is made from love and happiness. Everybody knows that. No, when we get back to the other PDT room, we'll see Sharon again. I didn't really do a voice for Sharon, but doing a voice for the other thing, whatever its name was, it's just like her face and her blondness and the stupidity of her writing. It felt like it deserved a voice. Oh yeah, there's a giant disembodied womb here. Mecha womb. And then I'm gonna go and do this thingy.
If I turn it around, it might fit. Maybe if I jam it in. On second thought, that won't work.
Why not? So what if I use my Omni tool on my stripper pole?
Oh, for shit's sake.
What if I use my knife on my stripper pole? I got a knife stripper pole! The thing that killed people is Samantha. And we don't know what Samantha is yet.
Holy Toledo. What's the worst that could happen? I'll be darned. Like cracking open a lobster.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna hurl.
Never did like seafood.
Ugh. I think I'll be giving it a skip going forward.
So, we just split open the artificial womb and a bunch of undead babies just came falling out of it.
I can do this.
And I'm gonna go rip an identity device out of a guy's face.
Whoa!
Okay. And I just got pulled down by the babies. Into a super weird naked old man shrine. Okay. Yeah, get the baby fluid out of your face and puke it up.
That was nasty.
Just puke it up. The Chief Javor, the preserves tableau, a limp body slouches between the cables and circuitry of its life support apparatus.
Speak of the devil.
What do you see?
CAYNE. I think this is Henry CAYNE.
Hendry is dead.
Well, hallelujah then. He's here.
Alive?
In stasis. Yes, yes. I know you're in there. Trust me. I know. You don't have to remind me. I can feel you, all right?
Cryo control panel. Yeah, I got the cryo unit.
Oh, relax. It'll take months for you to thaw out.
Kneeling children. Even the innocent must grovel at this obscene beatitude. Yeah, this is a super weird place.
Warning. The CAYNE Stasis facility has been compromised.
Yes, yes it has. Because I'm awesome. Oh! That was that room. Okay, so I can now go make PDTs. And get out of the birth room. So I need to go to PDT room. Why the PDT room needs a cryo unit to make... Oh! Okay, maybe they freeze you before they stick an implanted thingy in your spine. Okay, yeah, that would make sense then. Yeah, it makes sense why it needs a cryo thingy. Oh yeah, and there's frozen brains in here. Well, not in here. It's the next room. One sec. I shall show you brains!
Brains.
That was great!
Let's bring the PDT together. Hi, friend.
Yeah, this is Sharon. She is not a giant ant, contrary to what Gimme believes. She is a stroke victim. Or the Joker without makeup. I'm not sure. Possibly Two-Face with makeup?
Hi, friend. I'm Ralph. Let's bring the PDT together.
Oh, do I have to, like, out here do? Okay. We put that in there.
Template PDT accepted.
Awesome. Glad I don't have to touch that again.
Blank PDT accepted.
That fits nicely.
Cryoregulator accepted.
Oh, I never noticed the face in the background before. Hello, Ralph. Yeah, so his face is reflecting back at us. That's only slightly disconcerting. Yeah, let's just get the...
Oh, wonderful. Your PDT has been printed. Oopsie. An incorrect cryoregulator has been used. An overload is imminent. Goodbye.
Oh! Well, he wasn't kidding with the overload. I just had brains explode all over me. Great. I had everything explode all over me, apparently.
Okay. The security system is reset. The elevator should be open and I have a PDT.
Excellent. Yes! I can hear the alert. You must be close.
Organic fluids and brain tissues. Okay. Oh, let's GTFO! Okay.
I can't.
So Samantha's gotten in here.
The barrier is torn to pieces.
Be vigilant, Hadley. I'm counting on you.
You can do this. Be brave. You can do this. You're doing it.
I'm just waiting for... I think Samantha's the thing that tried to attack us earlier. Hopefully we see the thing that killed people here soon, Gimme, if you're still with us.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's going to a cutscene, so quite possibly. Yep, there's Samantha. I'm gonna jump over a robot. Yay, I died! Okay, so we're gonna go back here then. And we're gonna go to the atmospheric thing, and we're gonna go unlock some doors, and we're gonna get a container, and then we're gonna get a slug. For we need a slug to get past the monster. The monster does not like slug gas. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know why I went into that. Never mind. Ignore me, for I am crazy. Run in the opposite direction of the activation arrows. I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone.
Warning. Safety protocols have been disabled in quantum A and B. However, they result in a catastrophic meltdown. Please proceed with
Go through the sphincter door over here. Meat puppets. Now we should be able to do the atmospheric controls. So 95 is what we wanted it at. What's the area ID? Do I have to set them all to 95? I have to put it in 95 to get the slugs moving. Let's see. Yeah, I already got that. Got that, got that. No, it has the... It says note the humidity, okay. I didn't note the humidity, I noted the temperature. Because I'm a dumbass.
The last thing I said to my son was to get out there and carve his own name into the world and stop relying on mine.
Did you mean it? Sometimes kids know that their parents say things they don't mean. My mom, the last thing she said to me was that I was the reason she was alone. That I sapped the life out of her from the moment I came into existence.
Good job, Mom.
You know that's not true.
A small part of me knows that. A bigger part doesn't.
Okay, so I need to go to this one. Oh, I haven't been in the brain lab either yet. Okay. Oh, right, I don't think it's in here. I think it's in the brain lab. Or the PDP lab. 84. So 84 humidity. And 95 temperature, I do believe. And then we go in there. So did I say 84 or 85? I need to write this stuff down. The whole place is on fire. Awesome. Looking for numbers. Way below the 95 degrees. Okay. So 95 degrees. And 85 humidity. What's up, Gimme? What do you mean wrong room? I had to get the temperature there. I had to confirm it was 95. And then here I have to confirm the humidity, and then I have to run back down here for power generation. So I'm actually gonna write things down this time. So we got temp, 95. And we're gonna confirm our humidity for this puzzle. Enjoy the pen clicking. I'm pretty sure it was 84 as well. $84. The issue is I have no clue what room this is. Grub room. Does that say a number? Step. Room lake. Okay. The grub room. Be nice if it had like a number on it so I didn't have to change every single one. Oh wait, I'll go in here because I've got that written down, so no hurry on going to the atmospheric controls.
Hadley, my dearest little girl, my sweet creature, you're alive.
Do you know me?
Know you? Oh, my girl, I know you better than you know yourself right now.
Oh, God.
Atoms will suffice.
Hadley, you need to go.
No.
And how is the masterpiece inside of you? Healthy, I hope. Growing quickly now, I'm sure. It's nearly time.
What do you mean?
Our baby, Hadley.
Don't talk about my baby. Why did you take me?
You were the right person in the right place. at the right time.
Can you help me get out of here?
Trust him. Out of here? Don't worry about getting out. Security will be here soon. They'll set this all right. Just come. Wait here. This is the safest room in the facility. Here. Closer to me.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a creepy bugger. Yay, I got a fire suppression cylinder.
Samantha, a grotesque violation of genetics. But she is locked away. Joseph managed to lure her behind the loading fence. Quite the action hero, our Joseph. He did die rather spectacularly.
The fence has been ripped open, and your experiment is going to tear us all to pieces.
No. All three of us will be safe very soon. Then we can carry on where we left off.
I said don't talk about my baby.
Is that the tank I need? No. Fire suppression foam.
I'm afraid that most of that information may be a little above your head.
I'm tempted to stick around just to see this place burn.
The day of love. Not that it means much to a sentient bachelor like me, but oh, the old man can dream, can he not? For old men have nothing but dreams to keep them awake in the sleepy, languorous twilight of their years, one might suppose, and a dream of love is a salve on the chap's unrealized passion, his grief, his regret. My work in the facility is a different matter entirely. However, CAYNE has already been delivered to us in Stasis, and I still haven't succeeded with even a single subject. A most exasperating problem indeed, not least as this would be my only start of my own ambitions, my own renaissance. Dr. Milan's research has demonstrated that consciousness is nothing more than a program, a set of equations and instructions and conditional arguments. It can be replicated and it can be transplanted. But, much like the body's immune response may reject the transplanted limb, the body's most basic neural encoding, its inherent sense of self, or what Freud called the id, may also reject a transplanted consciousness. The question is how to suppress that encoding, how to suppress perhaps the human soul itself. And instead of looking for an answer, instead of solving the predicament of human mortality, I'm dreaming of Joseph Bueno eating me. And it's rather arousing. Now there's an intriguing coincidence. I have discovered that a recent but otherwise bureaucratically insignificant employee of the facility is related to CAYNE. The genealogy is tenuous, but definitely established. Could a genetic component be the solution for the problem? Acquisition could be precarious, but a man finds luck where opportunity and preparations meet. And this man could use a bit of luck. I have an opportunity, so now to prepare. Hank is mostly my fault. I'm afraid of the cauldron, I told him this morning. Why, he asked. Because its days are numbered, I replied. And then I had to explain the joke because Hank is not exactly the most socially sophisticated boy. He's not exactly the most ordinary boy. Should have disposed of him with his host. I know, but I'm maudlin, and besides, I've always wanted a child. Always wanted to be a dad. Named him after my own late father, a man I confess I despise for reasons too numerous and humiliating to disclose here, but my colleagues in the lab call him the Hobo. I should probably be insulted on his behalf, but I'm not sure I blame them. He may be kind of an ersatz son, but he is undeniably peculiar. Much like me, since adolescence I've been fascinated, no consumed, by the prospect of incorporation. Of two people merging, absorbing, and coalescing with each other, and becoming one. It's obviously been a tremendous motivation for my ongoing research at the facility, but it's also profoundly personal. If I could transplant an adult's consciousness within an infant subject, It must be possible, with some recalibration, no doubt, but fundamentally not a dissimilar process in theory. Transplant an adult's consciousness with another adult. It would certainly preclude the vulgar taboo, grisly mess, and dubious esoteric prospects of old-fashioned cannibalism anyway. And Joseph is the sort of man I'd always wished to be. Elegant, charismatic, generously endowed. I assume he's generously endowed. Yeah, weirdo. Hearn's project is absurd. The regrowth of organs is only a temporary solution to the permanent problem of inevitable infirmity, and a most impractical one. Sooner or later, the body itself must be replaced. Whatever his pious pretensions and shrieks of heresy, he can worship CAYNE all he wants, but science is, as they say, a non-profit organization. CAYNE is a client, even if he does technically pay our salaries. Our work here is not some occult, apostolic devotion. It is legitimate, if maybe not entirely ethical, I'll concede, medical research for the further prosperity of humanity, or the future prosperity of our facility, in Ralph's case. We're all about maximizing efficiency over here, and we didn't need a health and fitness officer when everybody who works in the lab is already a medical professional. In the meantime, progress on my own special order is exceeding expectations. Joseph has proven rather more resourceful than I first imagined, although I'd claim the credit for his extraordinary virility. I've started contriving arrangements for the host transfer to my lab within the next 2 months or so, with final delivery scheduled just in time for the ho-ho holidays. Oh, Dr. Adams, for me, you shouldn't have. July 10th. Oh, so we just got 2 more. We've had a series of accidents in the lab. Actually, I suspect sabotage of some sort. I found some discrepancies in our security access logs, but the joke's on whomever is responsible, because the early termination of our last 2 host batches has provided a convenient substitute for the requisition of my own special order. Now I can watch it on the ultrasound monitor 24 hours a day. All other priorities rescinded. Reports of an emergency situation elsewhere in the facility, although the details are infuriatingly, if unexpectedly, ambiguous. As per official company protocol, I've started the arduous process of backing up my lab work, but if all evacuation is called, I could lose the most crucial progress I made on the project. Progress which, in fact, has come almost to full term. Sizzling fire. I thought this guy was supposed to have advanced portable energy field projector. Red hologram over there. Plastic covered surgical chair. Dr. Adams. Okay.
Hadley, you can't leave me.
Yes, I can. Goodbye. I'm gonna come over here now, and I am going to put out the fire by the fallen elevator so that I can reach the top railing there, I think, is how this will go.
That voice. Excellent. And I totally knew it was going to do that.
Nothing. I think that's what scares me. The idea that when we die, there's just nothing.
It's not nothing. Sounds like you have a life most are envious of. You have kids, right? A real family. Like people know you exist. Real life. Some of us never got off the starting line.
You will have a family soon.
When I die, I want to leave something behind. You have that. I have student debt and a goldfish.
Your legacy is the child inside of you.
This baby deserves more than what I could ever give. Deserves to be part of something. Something bigger than me. A family, a home, a future.
Yay, more reading. Oh, this is Joseph's log, and there's a bunch of them.
Jerk! What the hell was I thinking?
Okay, so before I read this one, I am going to go grab a glass of water, or a refill for my glass of water. And I shall be right back. Hello, cat. You are a cat. Meow meow. Right meow. Hello, 50. I am stealing my cat. From my cat's place. Where she is a cat. Tiny big girl cat. Say hi to people, Molly. Old Nelson kitty. Neck cat, you stay there. Good cat. Yes. Perfect. Nope, don't. Ow! You weren't supposed to fall down and grab the whole back of my face when you went, stupid cat. Ow! Yeah, just a little bit of blood streak there, as you can see. Ah! Ouch. Well, that was, yeah, let's see how bad it is. How is it? Am I gonna die? Well, I can't see it, so you know what? Our great portable computers here that I can use to take a picture. And the results are it's taking forever to load. Oh, that is pretty good. Like, she got me for a good few inches. What made my stuff all terrible sounding? Oh, just probably when I unplugged my phone because it's another USB device plugged in. Okay, let's start reading again. I don't even want to know what happened in the lab. Keep a bunch of pregnant bitches locked up in one place long enough, and shit's gonna go down. Everybody knows that. But with CAYNE arriving next month, and now this fucking disaster, security is getting lighter than my guts on leg day. Or my glutes on leg day. Lol. Gotta use that line at the interdepartmental mixer later. Between this, my new skincare regime, and that baby let's make like DNA helicast and unzip these jeans t-shirt, those sluts from the organ grinder are gonna be slipping and sliding off their seats. What? What are you duding at me for? For the love of God, what? What's wrong with my headset? Is the audio all weird? AIDS robot. Okay, let's hear the AIDS robot. Okay, let's hear the AIDS robot. It does sound like an AIDS robot. Why? Unmute that and then unmute it. Are we good? Unmute that and then unmute it. Are we good? It's still not good. It's still not good. It's still not good. That echo is awesome. That echo is awesome. That echo is awesome. Although slightly disconcerting. And that is my webcam mic. 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 I could do this all night. 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 And now back to my desk mic. 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 Giant floppy vaginas. Floppy vaginas. Floppy vaginas. Floppy vaginas. Okay. Good morning, Vietnam! 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 Wow, putting my glass down beside my mic also made an interesting noise as well. I wonder if someone could do like music with just that. And all that is a stream delay. Huh. Potential new project. Okay, well, back to the game. I hit the jackpot. Hit it, but didn't quit it, if you know what I mean. Gonna keep this plate spinning because her name's Julia Kern, and she's only, wait for it, Professor Kern's daughter and his assistant. She's a solid 6.8 out of 10, maybe even a 7.1 if she'd shut the fuck up. Nice deltoids. More importantly though, she's in charge of Samantha and her grubs. I play this right and I've got free tickets to the Organ Grinders petting zoo whenever I want. More like heavy petting zoo. Major threesome potential. Lol. Is he gonna have a threesome with the grubs? What? Okay, just after Sergeant Ant's comment here, dude measures chicks like earthquake magnitudes. So when he's finished with them and their extracurricular activities, he could be like, yeah, and when I was done with that bitch, she was like a 5.6 on the I wrecked her scale. Woo! Never going to say that again. Oh, I wrecked her scale. That's bad. But anyway, maybe. But seriously, this is just what you've been waiting for, Broseph. I might even get a cop a feel off Samantha. Just thinking about it's getting me so hot. Samantha, the alien evil thing that's killing everybody. Oh, the new batch of hosts is gonna feel that burn tomorrow. Oh. I got some annoying new guy bothering us in the lab about facility's new perpetual quantum power system. Dane something or other. Total beta. He's even got a fucking pet bird. I had to sit through a whole presentation about shit. I don't know. I don't pay attention to chumps. Too busy dreaming about nasty things I'm gonna do with Samantha. Again, Samantha being the alien-esque thing that has killed everybody. Julia gave me a grand tour around the organ grinder yesterday. I noticed a spare larvae incubation canister in one of the storerooms. It's a bit bisted up, but I think I can fix it. Real problem is, liberating some of those grubs. But just imagine, I could grow my very own sexy mermaid monster. What? Let's get some grubs, and then we can make a sexy mermaid monster. Maybe I could even put in a requisition to CAYNE Tech for an extra orifice mod. And as for what I'm playing, this is CAYNE. This is the free-to-play follow-up of Stasis, the game with the horrible, freaky, broken vending machines. Like that really creepy point-and-click game I played like quite a while back now. In the meantime, though, I've been cooking up a new sedative mix for the lab's host that keeps them nice and compliant. Wait, so he's like, okay, maybe I'll get some grubs so I can, like, genetically modify my own mermaid monster and put extra holes in it. Woo! But in the meantime, when I can't do that, I'm just down here making some roofie juice and scoring bitches. Like a Richter scale. In the meantime, though, I've been cooking up a new sedative mix for the lab host to keep them nice and compliant. But also just a bit awake. You know, low enough consciousness to keep the EEG normal, but high enough that they know when I'm working on my special projects. Gotta keep myself busy, you know? Oh, this guy is absolute slime. And our character that we play as slept with it. Something wrong with the food. I swear people are shitting out their eyes. Told one of the intern that Dane's been dosing the rations with radioactive goo. Because fuck that guy and his dumbass bird. And it's totally the kind of thing a beta loser like him would do for attention anyway. That was a hilarious sentence. What the fuck is up with this cheese diet? Sure enough, everybody's blaming the asshole in about 2 hours. Managed to grab that larvae incubator and 2 grubs while everybody else in the lab was cramming the toilets, though. Hell, Grubette and Grubelina. Yeah, she's got the worst sexually transmitted disease you can get. She's pregnant. And her baby's been genetically modified to quite possibly be the reincarnation of this facility's previous owner or whatever, who other people were treating like a god. Yeah. Adams paid me to hook up with some chick off-site last night. Gave me a bunch of performance enhancement pills, like this sexual Tyrannosaurus needs it. And I had to get video proof and everything. He was very insistent about that. I didn't know he was into that kinky voyeur shit. Actually, I kind of thought he was into me. That old creeper eyeballs me, like, constantly. Does that make me some kind of, like, hot wife, but a dude version? Is that gay? Whatever, it's cash in the bank and Julia won't ever find out. Sorry, the back of my net is starting to feel, like, really wet. No, it's not as bad as it feels. Like, didn't we already have enough shit stains around the facility? CAYNE has sent us fucking health and fitness officer to sort out the food problem instead of sending us more food. What the hell are those corporates smoking in the boardroom? Because I could use some of that. So we're on the 29th? Good, we've only got 3 of these left. Shit's been fucking crazy. First the arm manufacture malfunctions in the lab. Don't know what the deal is there, but we've had eggheads coming in and out all hours trying to fix it. We lost 2 shipments of hosts. On the one hand, it's pushed us behind schedule. On the other hand, the bruises on those whores were starting to show. Now I've got a whole fresh canvas for my art. Ugh. And hey, remember Ralph? Yeah, Ralph's out. Technically, it's kind of decided he'd be more useful as the PDP's printer's new CPU, and nobody else was more fit or healthy for the position. So yeah, the health and fitness guy, he had his brain ripped out and he was used as a computer. Now Ralph's doing some real work for the company, and nobody has to worry about logging their macros and carbs and whatever. I monitor my own anyway. Oh, and somebody found a thing in atmospherics. Like some kind of puppet made of rotting body parts. I'm pretty sure it's the hobo's girlfriend or some shit. Lol. I guess these guys gotta get it where they can, and let's be honest, who am I to judge? Last but not least, I think Grubbelina might be pregnant. Yeah, she's definitely getting fatter, and not just because she fucking ate Grubbette. For reals, this is a thing that legit happened. Gnawed her carcass for like a whole week, and her boobs are getting huge. A little punishment and they spew grub milk everywhere. It's actually kind of hot, but gross. But also hot. I hate reading this guy's stuff. Julia's beginning to irritate the shit out of me. Since we're a few bruises, not a sign of love. A few. Lol. Chivalry. When they like it, and sexism when they don't. Dude, I'm totally a new resident DJ in the crew lounge. My sexy tunes are making the bitches hot for a brosive meetup. Get it? I've put my playlist on repeat on the vintage boombox. Pussy Magnet. Some kind of emergency drill with the elevator. Don't know what about, but it's serious. Ugh, now somebody's fucking screaming in the corridor. Gotta go, brah. Yeah, they're screaming because the elevator fell out of the sky. That is what happened. Well, let's go through the hole in the wall. Literally a hole in the wall.
This room is much smaller than the other.
Maybe he drew the short straw.
This isn't the only small thing he has.
Whoa! Penis joke! The bed sheets are ripped up. Reckless disarray suggests somebody was looking for something. Destroyed personal terminal. Junk on the floor. A painted portrait. Returning some holodiscs by JB is scribbled in the corner. Safe lock. DNA sample required. Great. So I can't even do anything over here. Wasn't anything else up here, eh? Flourishing verdant flora, unconcerned by Eric, words by the crap that's around it. Ooh, burpees.
Don't want to take the phrase bun in the oven too literally.
Which door did I come through? That one, right? So have we gone into this bloodstained one? I don't think so. Catastrophic. Oh yes, we have been in this one. Wait, all this blood covered whatever. Might there be DNA that I can use? No? Okay, fine. Yes, catastrophic damage. Or catastrophe. Those types of words that my mouth did just not want to wrap around.
I'm gonna light pants on fire with pure central energy.
Gonna light pants on fire with pure central energy?
Tell them
So yeah, this is Joseph. A scented greenhouse? I want a scented greenhouse in my house. That'd be awesome. Just be like, look at all these plants. Oh, and it smells like cotton candy. Fantastic. I don't know why cotton candy, but just the first thing that came to mind. Not like tree smell because it's a greenhouse. Oh man, my brain right now is so not braining. So we have to go to set everything to 95 degrees temperature and 84-degree humidity. And that's some other dude that will not have Joseph's DNA. Oh, do I have to like swab cum out of like some dumpster with like Joseph's cum dumpster in the dumpster because, you know, all the dead bodies around? Is that how I'm gonna get his DNA? I really hope not. Okay. We want 84 and 95. And 95. Yeah, it's gonna be just like a lot of clicking of buttons for the next little while, people. Hey, Gimme, you're back. You missed all the horrible stuff with Joseph. Like, a bunch of horrible stuff. And it doesn't seem like Gizmo's been around, because she would be laughing her ass off for all of that. It's so uncomfortable to read. Yes, bad DeviantArt fanfic, you already said that, and people can look back and chat. Well, they can look back and chat if they're currently watching, because the chat will load backwards for them. But for future, yeah, now you've restated it. Awesome. Good for you. 50-foot ant may be slightly perturbed. Yeah, I don't know what room it was that the things are in, so I have to go and set all these. Do any of them have a not normal filtration mode? Because that would totally be the room if there's like a not normal filtration mode. Nope, all of them are normal filtration mode. Oh, wait, there's still more. Holy crap. I have to set all of these? No, I have to go through and get the grubs, because she doesn't like the smell of the grubs or something like that when you put them near flesh. And apparently the grubs are like what you can turn into like anything, because Joseph Guy was gonna use the grubs to make a genetic mutant, sexy mermaid monster. Yeah, you missed a lot, Gimme. And why won't it just let me enter it? It would be so much faster. It probably said, like, the temperature they set it at, and I was supposed to look through all the temperatures before I started changing them to find the one room that was set at such and such a temperature. But I didn't do that. Yeah, well, you heard me read the sentence initially. Like, yeah, mutant mermaid monster is exactly what he is trying to do. This is the worst part of the game, other than like some of the super obtuse puzzles where you just have to pretty much guess at stuff. I must have changed like half of them by now. I wonder if I changed the right one yet, but probably not. Yay! Changing all of the temperatures. So, anybody have any other topics to discuss as we click incessantly at this stupid thing? So I've already changed 991. And I don't really feel like running to the other floor right now to check just if the room has gotten set up yet or not. So I'll just finish changing them all, as I can't have that many more to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you once you get there. You now have to go run to another floor to check it out, so... $219 is our next one. Well, that made an interesting noise there. Something going through the pipes or something. Boron. An interesting element that they add to metal to strengthen it. The Ford Focus has a boron reinforced frame that consists of the A pillar, B pillar, and C pillar to pretty much create a roll cage around the occupants of the vehicle, making it one of the safer subcompact vehicles. Yeah, I know stuff.
Elevated activity detected in
Finally! It was 668! Now, I still need to find out where to get his... I still need to get grub juice. Grab stripper pole. Yes, I already grabbed the stripper pole. Yeah, I already did the PDP. Steve's trying to go to the Annex Crew Lounge. Oh! When they said biometrics, I was thinking, okay. I was thinking like a fingerprint or iris scan or blood or something like that. Not voice biometrics. I would have never gotten that. I would have been looking around for his body pieces all over the game. I'd be like, hey Joseph, where are your parts? I need them. Stupid Toad saying stupid things. Let's just gloss over that bit right there. And, yeah, we're just gonna go record his voice instead of looking for his parts. It's like when they were looking for biometrics, yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of bodily fluids or something because of the amount of genetic stuff going on and sex stuff going on that they've talked about and whatever. Wow. But we're gonna use that in the boombox.
Voice file captured.
Cool.
Can I get a JOSEPH?
But yeah, boron's a cool element. It lets you make metal strong. Okay, now we can climb up the slippery floor near the fire. And very slowly climb up it. Cool. You can run over here. Run faster! Yeah, people at work are gonna ask what's wrong with my neck tomorrow. Friggin' big ass scratch down it. Let's see, that's like... How many fingers does that scratch cover? 4 fingers, so it's like that long. Come on. There we go. Sometimes it just doesn't click well.
Voice playback.
Sit back and relax and let the broseph take you to a better place. Can I get a JOSEPH?
Voice input accepted.
Cool. So now is that panel like gonna walk away? Oh, see, it still says DNA sample required. Oh. His picture has his DNA on it. That doesn't make sense.
Accepted.
His picture has other people's DNA on it. As they've been kissing it. That puzzle just doesn't make sense. To use the picture, I would have never have... Well, eventually I would have got tired and just...
Oh, dear.
Oh!
Can you,
Oh, God.
Can you understand me? Do you need,
That's the thing he was
I'm lost for words.
sleeping with in his horrible dungeon. Oh. Its mouth sucks wetly at the stale air, bloated teats heaving ponderously above a clammy, desultory accumulation of limb-like appendages that clatter and scrabble against the metal pen.
No! Oh, come on.
Yay, I got
Stomach for this.
tit juice on my arm now. Okay, so we'll get the tit juice in the canister. Cool. And we got a baited canister now. "50, are you still around?" Because that's the thing that he was talking about. Teasing its nipples and how hot it was. Well, 50 wasn't talking about that, but Joseph was talking about that, and 50 was around when I was reading out that bit. And never mind, just watch the video, the playback of this stream if you've missed anything, because the whole Joseph PDA, when I went through reading that PDA, it was a thing. And all of a sudden the music is creepier.
Tunes from my own personal collection. Sit back and relax and let the corrosive take you to
So we want to go to the birthing room. And then we go to the larva room. And then in here we're going to get a larva, so we're going to take our canister and put it there, I believe. The canister, put it on there. As these things are more active now. I was gonna crawl up the wall. I was expecting it to like jump in. Like all of them jump at it and like one of them would get in. I got a grub in a box.
What's your name? Frederick? No. Charles. Yeah, you're clearly a Charlie.
think one of my sons was named Charlie.
Was?
He died. His mother, she never forgave me. It was my fault. I should have protected him. I should have done more.
People die. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. Well, Charles, I think we're going to go back to Frederick. Frank. I like that.
I was expecting her to go on like, oh, my other son's name was Freddy, and she's like, fine, we'll name it King Billiam III. It's like, that was our dog!
I can lure Samantha somewhere with Freddy. Maybe I could kill—
Yes.
That was fairly emphatic.
The next conversations I have with my children, it will be different. Second chances at life don't come around often.
Second chances?
Your dad would be proud of you, Hadley.
If he knew me, knew who I'd become.
A survivor.
It's not my fault that I look like him, or act like him. And it's certainly not this baby's fault that I'm here. That's on me. I can't blame my child for where I am. I know that my baby is
family.
Family.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be stillborn now with the amount of push-ups and, like, falling down on stuff and whatnot. And it's probably not viable anymore. Just saying, she hasn't been doing much, and, like, smoke inhalation of plastics and whatnot. See, I knew it. We're gonna put the grub right there. Let it eat the flesh, and Samantha will come.
Okay, Freddy. Time to call Big Mama.
Yeah! Hit it with the force field. I saw that coming for, like, quite a while.
Come on. It's time to go.
I can get help. I can find you now.
No time. The elevator. It's close. It's open.
I did it. We did it. This baby is going to be a fighter like his mom. I can feel it.
I know.
Samantha! Come on, Steam achievement, get out of the way. The Fey Beast has been splayed in two. A sickly wisp of steam rises from the exposed innards. Wait, all those force fields are back on now? That's random. Yay, I'm afraid of an elevator! Oh no, it's her child's coming. That doesn't look natural.
The baby! The baby is coming!
I'm sorry, Hadley.
Oh god, it hurts! Something is wrong! There's something wrong!
Nothing is wrong. This is the way it was meant to be.
I don't understand. What is...
Hello, Hadley.
Yep, so it was the reincarnation of CAYNE with the mind swap was put inside of her, or programmed inside her child. Is that the ship? Okay, so this is a CAYNE research facility after the ship crashed, it looks like. So yeah, after Stasis. Oh, there's a bunch of research facilities there. Huh. Oh, there we go. That was CAYNE. Yay, and then it's going to take us to a thing where they've got more stuff. Beautiful Desolation, Epic Story spends millennia, post-apocalyptic world, and there's a Kickstarter for it. CAYNE, Stasis. So they've got the two games done, and then the third on Kickstarter. Is it actually going anywhere? Yeah, looks interesting enough. But anywho, that is it for the stream. It was an interesting game. And yeah, it doesn't look like they're continuing with the Stasis series or the story of the CAYNE Research Center. But they have Beautiful Desolation upcoming. Do they have any timing on it? News archive, there we go. $4,000 backers. Okay, not too bad. So, December of 2017. In addition, we finalized gameplay technicalities such as UI and camera control. And yeah, awaiting more updates in 2018. So they haven't released anything in the last month or so. That is a sentiment I will agree with, Gimme. I will say good night to everyone, and we'll see you next time. I do have a tutorial series coming up to basically restart the Unreal Engine Game Academy, so I'm calling that one Class 101. And I'll be editing those videos. I was going to edit them tonight, but then Gizmo was jonesing for a stream. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us here. She had child issues, it sounds like, in chat. But yeah, if you watch this later, Gizmo, we missed you tonight. And yeah, because I didn't get to edit those videos tonight, I will be working on them in the next 2 days. So Friday night coming here will not have a stream because I'll be working on that, recording the last couple videos for that and editing, and then probably into Saturday as well. As right now it's a planned 8-video series. I may redo a couple of the videos I've already done or edit them into individual pieces, as some of them span a fairly wide subject matter, a fairly wide topic for each tutorial, so it may be better to break them down. So I'm going to take a look at that. But yeah, more tutorials coming up shortly here on ToadNet. So thanks everybody for watching tonight. We'll see you later. Good night, Gimme. Thanks for being here, 50. Sorry you didn't make it through all the way. Gizmo, and who else did we have around? We had Cole. Cole, it was good to see you, and it's been a while since we've seen you. So thank you everybody for supporting the video. And, yeah, we'll see you later. Bye for now.